Adhocracy News, May 8th, 2017. Today,
Doves getting curvy.
Nike's 2-hour commercial.
The Bud Frogs are back.
Hello, I'm JD Melville.
And I'm David Landeen, and welcome to Adhocracy News, where we cover the top stories in advertising, marketing, art, and design that you may have missed this past week.
And if you haven't seen, we actually hit our 100th episode. 100, that's pretty incredible. Our last episode was our 100th. We made this beautiful crane collage there. I don't even know what you call it. Yeah. Cascade.
Your alternative fact of the day is that we were the first YouTube channel to ever reach 100 episodes.
That is a good alternative fact.
Yeah, I think that's a good alternative fact.
On to today's top stories. Can a little girl face a raging 7,100 pound bull? One new ad hopes that she can, at least metaphorically. This is a little bit less of a traditional ad and more of a commission statue. The commission was actually by the State Street Global Advisors with the agency McCann, New York. Okay. And of course, this is sitting in the kind of that area of Wall Street where the bull is, the iconic raging bull, right? It features a young girl who's fearlessly standing her ground as she's looking straight at this bull.
Fearless girl.
Yeah, she's very fearless. In front of her is a plaque. It reads, "Know the power of women in leadership. She," in capital letters, "makes a difference." And this kind of comes as sort of a multiple purpose ad. First off, it's for the index fund of this group that they're doing. It comprises gender diverse companies that have high percentages of women in their senior leadership, and their NASDAQ ticker symbol is actually she. So that's clever. She makes a difference. So basically with this as well, they're also it's kind of a calling for more companies to increase the number of women in their senior management on their corporate boards. And so it actually went up on March 8th on International Women's Day, and I'm sure that it'll probably be a regular tourist spot. There's plenty of pictures out there of little girls posing next to it, facing the bull just as much.
And an interesting thing about this statue is that the artist who did the bull statue, the Wallstreet Bull statue, actually doesn't like this girl because it makes his bull seem menacing, which he claims he never meant to make it seem menacing. But then putting a girl in front of it, he says, changes his art. So
interesting.
So he wants it taken down because he says it's changing the meaning of my art. It was never meant to be put that way. But I mean, he has yet to gain too much ground on getting that.
It is a menacing. It's a bull, and he's he looks like he's about to horn you, like.
Yeah. He said, I think he said that his statue was meant to show the power of industry, and it's a big hulking bull, and now it's like a big menacing bull. Anyway, he didn't like it.
It was a big menacing bull before.
He's one of the critics.
There's a lot of really interesting stuff behind it. I mean, the way that they did it, there was a lot of back and forth on the name, Fearless Girl. There was a lot of things that they wanted to do with it, so to make sure that it was really a symbol for hope and a symbol of saying, okay, you're a girl, you can do whatever. And being that the bull is a symbol of the markets. It's a bear market, bull market. Females empowered to do it.
It'll be interesting to see if this is how long, if this is going to be a permanent thing there, if it's going to be taken down at some point. So, well, our second story: Nike tried to achieve the sub 2-hour marathon, but really what they ended up achieving was a 2-hour marketing commercial, which was pretty amazing.
So for those of us who aren't marathon runners, a sub 2
is yet to be achieved. So the world record in marathon running is 2:03. It might be like 2:02.50 something. I think it's 2:03, around 2:03. And there is this campaign between Nike, Adidas, kind of like this concept between Nike and Adidas, and then a professor in a university, all of which are trying to find somebody who can break the 2-hour mark. It's never been done. And so this was Adidas put out a shoe called the Sub 2, and it hasn't come out yet, but they've been having their sponsored runners use it. And it was using the Tokyo Marathon. It probably was using the London Marathon. Interestingly enough, the last, however many, I can't remember how many records were broken, were done by Adidas-sponsored athletes. So Nike, they started a campaign called Breaking 2. It's their attempt to break a 2-hour marathon, and they started with 30 runners and narrowed it down to 3. Basically, last Friday, they did the race, and they did it on a course. It was a loop, so it was a NASCAR loop.
I see.
And so they were able to contain the elements, and it didn't seem like they were going downhill, so they were faster. I think it was a very flat course. And Kenyan Eliud Kipchoge nailed it, right?
Either way.
Anyway, he and 2 other runners, I mentioned him because he was the fastest. They live streamed the entire event.
Interesting.
On YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Okay.
So all 3 platforms. And he missed it by 26 seconds. He was 2 hours and 25 seconds. And which is the fastest. It wouldn't have officially been a world record because they did some, they did some monitoring hydration tactics, and there was some controversy over how they did it, because they had pacers going, subbing in and out, so he was always being paced by somebody who was pushing him, and there's a little bit of controversy about how it was done, but their purpose wasn't to set a world record. Their purpose was to show
that it's possible.
That it's possible. Yeah. And even though they didn't break the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, because most people would look at that and be like, okay, you failed.
Yeah. No. Okay. So as of right now, when we're doing this episode, they have 300,000 views of this live stream on YouTube, 4.9 million views on Facebook, and hashtag Breaking2 was trending on Twitter for 9 hours. And so the exposure that they got from this, they'd also been promoting this over time. They've been doing updates on their conditioning and what they've been doing to practice, and everything's been branded Nike. So they definitely got their money's worth, even though they didn't break the record. Totally worth doing the entire campaign. It was brilliant.
That's cool.
It was brilliant.
And did you watched it?
I sadly didn't. I have watched it since on the live stream, and it's just
Were you just
so
heartbroken?
I was just heartbroken. I even knew.
Did you shed a tear? Just about.
Close. I was so impressed with him. 2 hours and 25 seconds. It's amazing. It would have been awesome. It kind of feels like the same time when they were trying to break the 4-minute mile, and they just had everybody was trying for it, everybody was going for it. This takes a little bit longer.
A little bit.
But it's an amazing feat. I hope they get it someday.
So the discussion about beauty and someone's body type has continued to be something that we see today, especially from different sides, right? But of course, one advocate for real beauty has always been Dove.
Yes.
Their Real Beauty campaign has always had, the topic from really creative angles. They've really shown different ways and tried to show, okay, you are beautiful just the way you are, right?
Yeah.
Their newest push isn't any different. They've released 6 limited edition bottles in different shapes. And these are representing different body shapes and sizes of women.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So Dove's global brand vice president, Sophie Galvani, she had this to say: "Celebrating real beauty is at the heart of everything we do. We wanted to take it a step further and into the products themselves, using this to express our passion for beauty diversity. Just like the real women who feature in our advertising, now our products come in all shapes and sizes as well."
I love this because it is a very simple change. Now, probably from the manufacturing side, not as simple, but
manufacturing and design-wise,
yeah,
you've split what was one product, or depending on how many variations of it, into 6 multiples of each of those variants. So that could be very costly.
But they also looked at what they could use for their marketing and how they could use it in a very creative way. They could have which they've already done. They've been using different women of different body shapes in their ads. They've been promoting health and fitness and feeling good about your body and self beauty a lot. But I think it's amazing the person who came up with like, hey, let's change the bottle. Let's make the bottle look different because it's different. I like it.
I like it too. There are things that I wonder about it. For example, product confusion at the store. You're going to have to label it in a way that says here are the 6 different body types, or it is limited edition.
It's a limited edition. So.
But when you get to the store and you go up and there are 6 different types of bottles, does it communicate? Oh, this one is for me, or does it communicate? Which do you start looking at each one and looking at each one, going, okay, what is the difference between these? Is there? It's very great for the PR, for the advertising side of things.
They're gonna do a Dove Men, like different body shapes, like the straight bottle.
I wonder what that would come across like, because of course I'm going to be, am I going to buy the one that looks like my body shape, or am I going to be looking the one that looks like a cut dude, right?
Everybody just buys the one.
It's interesting.
This is me. This is totally me.
Yeah, the broad shoulders.
Yep.
Sir, I think this one is for you.
No, are you judging me?
The twiggy one with a paunch in the middle. That's.
Why does this one have like this random wide section right here?
That is your size, sir.
All right. Airbnb is looking for a new creative agency for their worldwide marketing.
Ooh.
They are rapidly expanding to more and more countries. Recently, China.
Okay.
Where you should go look up their naming. How they named it was actually has this double meaning in China, and it kind of comes off.
It doesn't come off right. Oh no.
Anyway, but it's okay. That's why they have this call out for a new creative agency. I guess I don't know if that's true, but I think we're throwing our hat in the ring. Okay. That's right, Airbnb. We can do it. We're just 2 guys. Sometimes we have an intern. We're a 2-man team, but hey. We can do global campaigns for a national company.
We'll give it a go.
Yeah, we're not, but I don't know how you apply, so this is our application. We can do it.
We can.
Just look at our channel.
Yeah.
We've grown like a fairly not tiny audience from this.
We have some very devoted followers.
Yeah.
They're watching right now.
They are. And they're going to reach out to you and say, hey, you should hire the Adhocracy show guys to your worldwide. Now, hopefully you'll pay us, right?
An exposure. We'll get free places to stay. Then we can go do our tours.
Yeah. So giant audience out there.
Make sure you tell Airbnb that we are willing and interested.
So take it away.
All right. Now, there were very memorable ad campaigns in our childhood, right, in the past?
Absolutely.
They always featured lovable and memorable characters saying some kind of catchy phrase.
Yes.
That always became a part of our lexicon. What's up?
Yeah. What was that commercial for?
That was beer.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Oh, wow. But of course, after 20 years, the frogs have returned. The lovable frogs that came from Budweiser, the Budweiser commercial, you remember them?
Yeah.
It featured them kind of Budweiser. This time they're actually going to be helping launch Bud Light beer in UK. So the commercial is actually almost like a perfect recreation, shot for shot, of the original.
No, but it's not Budweiser.
No, this is Bud Light. So they are launching a different product. So you actually have 2 new frogs, one that says light and one that says beer. So only the original Bud is still around.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if the UK love the frogs as much as we did.
They brought back Spuds McKenzie.
Yeah.
At the Super Bowl.
We live in a very nostalgic
we do.
time.
And now we've got I wonder what else is coming back.
The
I want the Noid
back. Noid, yeah. Let's have the Noid.
I know that there was a problem with a guy that had the last name of Noid that basically went berserk. We'll have to cover that story. It's really interesting. I want Max Headroom. There's another interesting story of why they kicked him. Someone who hacked into a TV station and streamed. Anyway, we'll cover those in the future.
Yeah.
So those were our stories. What did you think? What stories did we miss? What stories do you want to discuss with us in the comments below?
Could you run a 2-hour marathon?
Oh, I could not.
Could you? I mean, you can't even do like a Netflix marathon in 2 hours.
I could do a 2-hour Netflix marathon. I'm pretty good at that.
But could you finish? Like, can you really
It depends on the
can you really only watch 2 episodes? Or are you going to watch another? Anyway, all right. So, if you like what you saw here and you want more news, every Monday we have it. You can click that subscribe button down there if you want.
Make sure.
Not,
thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to our videos.
Okay. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more interaction.
Yeah, with us.
Yeah.
Where they're talking with people.
Yeah.
And now to start your week, here is a video.
Should we just do the entire 3-hour live stream?
Yeah. Let's watch 2 hours of Nike.
Breaking the 2-hour marathon barrier is impossible. Everyone knows that.